Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. My name is Briget Boyle. This is your weekly vocal vitamin. I'm so glad to be here. I feel a lot better than I did last week. Tending to myself, tending to some things I needed to tend to. And yeah, just kind of arriving today. I'm here every Monday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And excited to get to sing with you. If you're here, let me know. You can throw your name in the chat and where you're tuning in from. And if you have questions along the way, feel free to drop them in, and we'll get this going. Let's see here. Let me just make sure my sound's all good. Okay. Hello, Philia. So glad you're here. Yeah, just it feels like things are sort of shifting in some good ways in the world. With the French election yesterday, that was really great. And then today, apparently, Slovenia also had a really strong, beautiful election that is changing things toward the better, in my humble opinion. So I'm going to sit with that. Hi, Eve. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's just go ahead and get started. So let's start by just arriving in this moment, taking a moment to take a breath nice and low into your body. Hey, Paul from New York. So glad you're here. So we're going to breathe in and exhale. Breathe in again. And exhale. Good. Now just go ahead and roll your head around. Maybe take some nice hums, a little sound, bringing the sound to the front of your lips. And then roll in the other direction. My goodness, that feels good. Awesome. And then let's just take a little like rib cage kind of rotation, maybe flexing of the spine, just kind of wake up the back, wake up the torso. Oh my goodness, it feels good. And if you're inspired to yawn, go ahead and do that. Good. And then take a little chest pounding. And then you can rub your belly a little bit, go in a clockwise motion, feeling the breath come toward your hands as you do this rubbing of your belly. And then maybe give your lower back a little bit of love. I'm just taking the kind of palm, what are they called these? The bottom of my hands and kind of rubbing it on my lower back. You could even take a fist and do a little bit of pounding in that area, loosen up some energy. And then let's do some face massaging while humming and chewing. And get into your jaw a little bit. Oh yeah. There's this whole like face yoga trend on the internet right now. It's really kind of interesting to see people kind of basically it's, this nice sort of rubbing and draining the energy and the lymph out of or not lymph, but the just, moving stuff around in the face. So it's kind of interesting how that's happening. Yeah, and then go ahead and rub the front of your neck. Oh, if you want to make noise to see what that feels like, what it feels like to actually make contact with the vibration in your throat. Hey, Nancy. Oh, I'm glad you got to sing with your choir. It's always a special thing. And now bring your hands to the back of your neck. I like to do this crisscross motion. If you feel like just bringing both of the hands to the back of the neck and opening that up, you're welcome to do that. And then roll your shoulders back. And even stretch out your mouth a little bit. Maybe bring out the tongue. And then rub the tongue on the inside of the mouth. Good. Let me just take a little sip. Awesome. So now we'll do a little horse lips. We're going to do some gentle glissandos with them. And then blow all the rest of your air out and relax it in. Feel that air filling up your body. Blow it out. Relax it in. And one more time, blow it out. Relax it in. And then we'll take a nice horse lips again. Good. Now we'll do just a little bit more horse lips, just on a fifth. So we'll go. If this is hard for you, you can put your fingers in your cheeks or do a or a ya, whatever works for you, or even. Let's go here. Check in with your neck. Last one. Beautiful. Now we'll open up into an glissando. And welcome Teresa and Kathleen. So glad you're here. And now let's go A. What we're doing here is we're sort of massaging the length of the vocal cords. So starting as high as you can and going as low as you can is a really great way to just open up and relax the vocal cords. We're also sort of massaging that break area, the passaggio. So as we come across the break, I like to think about bringing it really far forward as a way to kind of go past the break and not let the break have much sound that happens. But if there is a crack in your voice, it's totally fine. But just continue to kind of explore what it feels like to either move the voice forward, or sometimes it works to think about it coming behind. Depends on your voice. I find that every singer is really different in terms of what works for them visually, like from a visualizing standpoint. Let's keep going on an E. Good. Ooh. And let's close it out with one more ah. Now I want to go in the other direction, so let's go ah from the bottom up. Ah. A. E. O. O. to hum and chew a little bit. My goodness, those glissandos sure do feel good, don't they? So now we'll go ah, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on a and then an ah. So it'll go like this. Ah. I want you to pay attention here to your ah vowel. We're trying to use the same ah as the word father, ah. So sometimes the tendency is to be like so a little more sound, but we want an ah just to kind of open up the back of the throat and explore what that feels like. This is, again, really massaging. All of this is like a nice massage for your voice. It's a vocal vitamin and a massage. Sounds good. I should start a spa. Here we go. Let's change it to E. Go back to ah. Just a couple more. Great. Now just take a nice glissando. Vocal vitamin versus vocal spa. I wonder if vocal spa is like the retreat version of the vocal vitamin, like a weekend long retreat. It would be in person and in a very special place. Also, my alien cup makes me very happy. It's not really aliens. It's more like cartoon versions of Marvel characters. But it always makes me smile, so hope you're smiling. Oh man, it's good to have it's good to be back. Last week was really hard, so I'm glad to be in a better space. I'm so glad you would come, Eve. I would so love to. I'm just very very much looking forward to the times when we can be in the same spaces together. So okay, so let's see, moving on. Actually, I want to share with you, I had this really fun experience with a student of mine at Modern Tone Studios in Lafayette, which is where I teach singing in person. And this 11-year-old student of mine, we were kind of like working together, and she was, we kind of do similar exercises most days. And she was like, "Can I make one up?" So she came over to the piano, and it was just really sweet. And this is what she came up with. So it's 1 3 2 1 3 4 2 5 4 3 2 1. So it'll be ah. Let's do that again, and ah. Let's do it on E one more time. E, E. Sorry. I'm trying to play it and sing it at the same time, and I'm not very good at that. E. There we go. beautiful. Now just take a nice glissando. Oh, I'm really happy with that experience because it just helped me remember that like what we do, like actually improvising and making things up and using them as vocal exercises can be a really like liberating and fun and exciting new way to explore. And so if you're like feeling, I'm kind of bored with all these things that we do every week, like you can take some of the things that we've been learning and create your own stuff, which is really exciting. So now we're going to just do I want to do the word saw, and we're going to do a little minor downward. So it'll be a fifth and then a minor triad going down. Okay, so we go saw, saw. Good. Singing in front of a full-length mirror and trying to keep my mouth vertical rather than horizontal, especially on the E. Yeah, it's really interesting with E. Like, I want to say something here, which is that like folk traditions, um it's so I think it's important to have a little bit of openness in the mouth, but a lot of the times when you look at like folk singers who are from different parts of the world, the mouth isn't actually open that much. Like there's more of it's more of like a almost classical choral kind of sound, really open. But I think what I like doing here is to get the flexibility and to help you find the tones, because I find that it's important to just have full access to your voice, like, and to be able to make choices. And so the vertical, like being able to really sing in this open, beautiful way is really great. But then sometimes you have to, really listen to what styles you're singing in and make choices about how open your voice is. So, anyways, so yeah, so saw, 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 as we get low, keep the sound going in this direction. Sa, 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 sa. Let's do one more. Sa, sa. Good. Now hum a little bit. Oh, maybe do a little glissandos, a little maybe yawn. Great. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of major minor playtime, especially because we just did those minor triads going down. I think that's really fun. So here what we're going to do is just 2 triads right in a row, or arpeggiated chords, I should say. So this is a major chord. This is a minor chord. So we're going to go This is a way to get your ear to understand the difference between major and minor, to hear sort of what that half step really indicates. Thirds are kind of this funny thing when you're singing in harmony with other people in person. Like there's ways that you can sing a third that's like a little bit bright, for instance, just depending on how you want the chord to ring. And so sometimes singing with the piano, the piano's tuned in its own way. Anyways, it's a whole thing, but just wanted to point that out. So let's just keep going with that. So we'll go I went wrong. I was in the wrong direction. Sorry, let's go major. Cool, let's do one more of these. Beautiful. So now that we've got this major minor thing in place, now let's do a fourth and then a fifth, just so we can get that some of those intervals all locked in. So I'm going to start a little bit lower. Is what we're going to sing first, and then so it'll be a fourth and then a fifth. Okay. Let me put up the right thing here. Yeah, I can't really find my little banner. Oh, there it is. Fourths and fifths. Okay. So beautiful. Good. This is a very common chord that you'll hear in the beginning of a lot of Georgian music, not just the beginning, but throughout Georgian music. It's like 1, 4, 5. Okay, one more. Beautiful. Now just take a nice glissando. I wanted to show you something new, but I don't. I don't have the exact translation of this, but I'm just going to put it up and get the translation for this for next week. I've been wanting to bring this one in. This is a new, not new to me or really, it's a different one than I've ever done online before. I learned this from Michelle Simon, who is a very sweet, wonderful, amazing collaborator and vocalist that I've worked with for many, many years. And so she taught this, the first year I took actually like Balkan vocal technique class. This was one of the first things I learned from Michelle. So it goes a little something like this. Let's see. That's how it goes. I had to remember it. Okay, I see what's happening. I had to find the tonal center. So I'm going to teach it. Yeah, new one. It's like exciting, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I haven't done a new one in a little bit. So let's go here. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay. Again. One more time. Prachne vdigaj. So let's sing that whole phrase. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Great. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. And then that melody kind of repeats. Nedit selene do. Nedit selene do. Bialai do. Bialai do. Sidno. Great. So all the way through is Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Paul. Huh. That's cool. Okay, great. I love it. This is why I love you all, and I'm gonna get these words checked with Rachel too. But I'm just gonna keep singing for this moment. But Paul has a correction for my lyrical content in the chat. Okay. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. So is it prachne vdigaj? Okay, great. I'm gonna get this all checked out. Everything's great. Let's go here. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Great. So I'm going to just change this real quick so that it looks right. Thank you all for being patient with me. Prachne vdigaj. Great. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do it again. Let's go here. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. You can also sing a drone. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Bialai at the end. Bialai do. Oh, you guys, this is why I love you, because you're so patient and understanding. Bialai do. Okay. I believe so. Again, I need to get this double checked. This was like off the cuff of my on the seat of my pants. So thank you. I see. Okay, great. Sidno chodine do bialai. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Prachne. I see what you're saying. See, this is so fun. You guys get to watch me learn and grow. Prachne vdigaj. I see. How's that? Closer? Okay. Let's just do 2 more and then we'll end the warm-up, and I'll come back next week with a lot more information, because that's what I do. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Great. Okay, we have another correction. Bialai do. I wonder if, you know what might have happened here, and this is really common, is that maybe Michelle learned it from somebody who was speaking maybe in a little bit of a different dialect, and that's how it got passed to me. So I'm not sure. I'll explore, and it'll be great. Okay, let's do one more time. Sidno chodine do prachne vdigaj. Nedit selene do bialai do. Okay, Great. So come back next week. We'll work on this one more. There'll be a lot more information. I'll be here at 9:30 on Monday next week. There's a bunch of really great stuff coming up on the Kitka in the Kitka world. So if you go to kitka.org and look at the events, we've got Svetanka Varimezova visiting us. We're coming to San Luis Obispo. If anybody is in San Luis Obispo, we're going to be performing in Oakland on Mother's Day. And True Life Trio has a show on May 15th at the Back Room in Berkeley. And there's just a lot going on. There's also going to be some amazing Bulgarian singing workshops. If you go to kitka.org/events, you'll see Vlada Tomova has been producing these beautiful workshops. And so there's going to be a bunch of those coming up. I'm also going into the studio this week to record my third solo album. I'm really excited about it. It's called Heartbreak Residue. It's all original music, original songs by me about my life, and it's a really meaningful project for me. And I'm going to be launching some fundraising efforts for that soon. So please keep your eyes out. If you're interested in joining my mailing list, you can go to my website, brigetboyle.com. Love you all. See you in the future next week, 9:30. Bye.